Hello everybody and welcome to another bootleg bonanza. In today's video we're taking a look at the metal edition. Yeah. M09 Commander Leader. This is unfortunately going to be one of the last products from those KO Kings over at WeiJiang. This is their model series, the world's best collection. Their kind of upgraded and improved version of the Bumblebee Movie Optimus Prime. Now they already released a oversized kind of more basic version done under their Model Wizard banner, and this is kind of the WeiJiang's final version of it, formerly known as Fire Scorpion, in an attempt to combat Toy World's version of the same character. Let's take a look around the box. You've got metal edition on the side there, just sticking it in there. They didn't know, do they? It's a translation, I guess. But then we have our warning on the side, and again an ages 14 plus on the box. Let's crack him open. Here we have him out of his plastic prison. Now he is a good mix of kind of hybrid. He's somewhere between Toy World and the AI Mech version, I think. Look wise he's above the AI Mech in terms of kind of the levels of detailing and accuracy, but he is somewhat flimsy. He feels solid, but it's the joints themselves feel like they need tightening. He doesn't stand amazingly well. You need to kind of really balance him. It's almost like we've been busted by Disney for making a KO Iron Man. Hasbro have jumped in on trying to raid us as well. We're going under. Let's quickly push this product out without tweaking it. And that's kind of what we're left with. A really nice looking figure. I mean, he is gorgeous having him in hand. He is fantastic. But he's a little bit floppy. It really does feel like he's just been pushed out before they got those final tweaks done. It's nice seeing his axe being able to store. I've just got it that way around for the moment. There are kind of other possibilities for it. And it's nice that we also get a trailer hitch come with this Prime, which doubles up as a tripod for his rifle as well. But I mean, he looks the part, doesn't he? He's definitely the best looking out of the lower end figures in terms of cost, but again, he's still not perfect. Now, like I said, although the articulation hasn't kind of been tweaked and finalized, so the joints are a little bit loose, you can still get him in some really gorgeous looking poses. I mean, it's almost like the pose on the box. He can just about reach around and grab his rifle with both hands, which I think is a really nice feature, because he's got that really nice butterfly joint on that chest. I mean, the sculpt itself is sublime. It's just these legs, I think they really need to have been tweaked, and the ankles themselves are just a little bit too loose to support the weight and heft of the torso. But all in all, I mean, he definitely looks the part, doesn't he? That rifle looks exceptional. Really nice levels of detailing on there. And we do have a LED light in there as well. The switch is just underneath, so let's bring that up. Let's flick the switch over, and we've got a nice bright LED there as well. And we also have an ammo cartridge as well, which can slot in. Lovely paint weathering. We have the option of storing the gun and the axe on his tripod, and the idea is we move the weapons off, and this section comes up, and these are going to fold and compress, and then come back in, and this will form part and parcel for the trailer hitch. And we also get a set of instructions, and we also get some straight smokestacks as well. So obviously he's got the bent smokestacks on as standard. Genuinely impressed with Prime's face sculpt. Remarkably well done there. Lots of gorgeous paint applications. Real nice amount of range there as well. Got a bit of a dicky switch on the back of mine. I think my batteries are on the way out, so you can see that it keeps flicking blue on and off. So I need to put some more batteries in him. But yes, there's a switch on the back here which switches out on and off for the LEDs. That's off, and switching across, that's on. But yeah, my batteries are definitely on the way out, but it's nice to have blue beaming eyes as well. It's just the sculpt on the mask. Excellent job. And having checked the inside of the head, the battery is absolutely fine. Unfortunately, the negative, they got a positive and negative in there. The negative has come unsoldered, so I'll have to get a soldering iron, just kind of resolder that in there, which is a bit of a shame, but kind of sums up that kind of rushed aspect to this figure. But anyway, we've got up, down, left and right, quizzical tilting side to side. We've got some pivot on the actual neck joint itself where it can go up and down, so we get a really kind of nice looking down at Bumblebee expression on him there. We've got up and down, the pads here come up so the shoulder can come all the way up to the side like so. We do have a butterfly joint in there as well, albeit it is hindered somewhat by the side of this chest. We have that rotation on the elbow. We have a bend on the elbow. Again, no ratchets, so this is all friction. We've got a fully articulated hand, like they've stolen these off the MP10. Again, look, little final touches. Look, split there in there where it hasn't been quite put on that socket properly. We've got the waist rotation. We do have an abdominal crunch, which is always a very welcome addition to any figure. We have hip skirts to the side. We have some die-cast hip skirts to the front, and we have some butt panels as well, allowing for the legs to come this far forwards on ratchets, this far back on ratchets, out to the side. Oh, look at that. Straight down. That's a really loose joint, that one. Could probably tighten that up on that thigh. Nice thigh rotation in there, and I love this detailing on the inner leg. That is nice. Coming down to the leg. Really nice bend on that ratchet, and there's also a secondary bend, so we can bring that leg up a little bit higher than 90 degrees. And the feet, we've got a pivot left and right, like so. And we can go up and down as well. But again, this is something that really could have been tightened, in my opinion. And we've got a little bit of motion on that toe as well. As previously stated, I do not have the Toy World version. I do intend to get it. I just missed out on those pre-orders. It's just an expensive piece. It really is. But we have the 3A version. We then have the WeiJiang Model Wizard, which is kind of like the basic entry level, just oversized. Then we have the Black Mamba AI mech version, which is slightly enhanced. Definitely the better of those two. And to be honest with you, I do think that Fire Scorpion, I'm going to keep calling him Fire Scorpion because that's what it is probably better than the AI mech version. Although he does come across as slightly stockier and a little bit more like me, a little bit more rotund around that waist area. But I just think the colours are better. They're kind of closer to what we got with the official kind of movie version. I don't know. I think he looks pretty darn decent. I know that Toy World did an amazing job with recreating the look of the figure. But to be honest with you, as a last-ditched effort by WeiJiang, This isn't bad at all. Poor old WeiJiang. You don't take on the mouse, and you certainly don't take on the mouse and Hasbro at the same time.
Fatality.
For those curious about the wheels, we can indeed pop the Cybertronium caps off, revealing the kind of standard Earth style wheels. Oh, as beautiful as Prime looks. Oh, I've got fingerprints on the chest. He does, of course, transform up. You want to compress the hands and have those side on. You want to flip open this tab, which is easier said than done. There we go. And the fist is going to slide around and inside, and then push and tab that section back off. Come to Prime's underarm, and these sections lift up on both sides. Come around to the back. This is going to drop down, and that'll rotate fully, revealing this part of the truck. Again, on this side, bring this down. Look at everything folded up on the inside there. There we go. That's part of the truck system. We want to just bring open these chest panels. This whole chest panel in here, that's all done up. This is actually going to separate. This is all separate from it. So let's just move these out. You see where that's tabbed in just on the side pieces here. Let's rotate the waist around. And then this panel here is going to come down. And then grabbing this torso, there's a peg here and a peg here. This is going to slide down, and you're going to want to push and lock that into position. See here, we've got a tab here and a hole here. Just sliding these pieces down. You just want to maneuver them down, and that's going to push and line up, tabbing into position, and then grabbing these pieces. This is going to rotate all the way up to the top like so, and then bring that around so it sits above that plate. Now there's not a lot of room here. This piece here is going to flip over like so, and this here, move these out of the way, make sure this is nice and open. This is going to come down, and we've got enough room just to flip these pieces out. The clearance is incredibly minimal, it really is. And then you want to bring this down and out. As we do so, we are lifting and sliding this so it's perfectly square, but it's easy to do on camera. Basically, you just need to pull these pieces out to the side slightly, and it will drop in. It's just a matter of using a little bit of the flex in the plastic to get that to slide in there properly. And then we want to tab these pieces in. Again, using the flex of the plastic and your origami skills, you're going to want to bring the head down. The chest is just going to pull forward just enough to bring that in. Clearance is scary minimal, so just be careful, guys and gals. This section is going to come in and slide. This is going to come in and slide, and these are just going to push in together. This tab pushes in under the armpit, bring the arm down. This piece here is going to come up and down like so. This comes out, and then we've got this tab on top that comes up and over like so. This is then going to collapse into this void, and as we slide in, this lifts up, this comes around, and if you can see here, there's a small notch just here, and there's a tab on the arm. Rotating the arms inwards, we can bring this down, and that should, he says, line up nicely. And we're going to push and tab that in like so. This section here comes up. These are then going to push down and rock in on that double hinge, filling that void. So again, rock that down on that double hinge. These you need to rock beyond that point, so you can then extend and lock this hinge into place, move those wing mirrors forwards. We then have this origami section here. This is going to come around, and this is going to flip up. This comes in, and that's going to slide in to that piece like so. This is going to come up, and then it's going to slide. There's two tabs here, one here and one here. It's going to slide in behind that dash, in behind the front of the cab, and then line up, he says. There we go. That's all in, and then we can bring this piece down and tab this in like so, rocking on that double hinge so that lines up perfectly. Rotate these smokestacks around so they're facing the back of the truck. This section comes up, rotates, flips and pushes in, forming the top of the cab. Come around to the underside of the truck. You've got these sections here which are going to pull down. These hip skirts come out to the side, allowing for these to then turn, and then bringing those back in. They're going to slip in behind the sides of these gas tanks, and then these can push and slide back in, just going on the inside of those hip skirts. The front of these legs are going to lift up. These side panels come up like so, and this back piece can come down. The toe is then going to rotate and come all the way around back on itself so that it slides in to this void here, and then this section comes out. Just untab, rotate that around, and then these are going to tab back in, so you're going to bring this back down so that it pushes and tabs on like so. This is then going to extend. This one then extends as well, and we're going to bring these in together. They're going to tab in at 3 locations. So we've got 1, 2, and again we're going to tab those in at the toes as well. We can then, if you choose to, bring in your trailer tripod piece. That's going to tab in to the back of these sections here. So those are going to line up with those tabs and with those tabs. Like so, like so. Push that in, and then the notch is going to just push, tab and secure into the back like so. That is our truck mode. Obviously we've got the Cybertronian wheel hubs on it at the moment, which I can turn. I'm not sure, is this meant to be this way up or this way up? Not entirely sure how this section is meant to go for his vehicle mode, but that's pretty darn clean. There's a lot of panel forming, lots of making sure that things tab in where they're meant to, but the overall look and feel of vehicle mode is sublime. Now in terms of size, this thing is a mass shifting genius. You would expect it to be the same sort of size as those other figures, but it is not. I mean, comparably, that's a fair bit of mass shifting, because we're going to bring in MP10, and that's not vastly different. It's not even MPP10 scale. They've really shrunk it down, and personally I think it works. I mean, if we bring in the likes of their previous version, the Model Wizard attempt, I mean, the size difference is absolutely astounding, really. A lot of panel folding and compression involved, but it's a good looking truck. Just take a closer look. The panels don't line up perfectly, but it's a solid truck, and I think that's what's important. There's a lot of weight at the back here where this dips, so it doesn't roll as nicely as I would have liked, but this definitely tidies up nicer than what the Toy World one does, in my opinion, from what I've seen anyway. Like I said, I don't have that to hand. What do you guys think? Do you think having this one, do you think it's still worth me picking up the Toy World one? I was waiting for the deluxe version, and when it came out I was a little bit underwhelmed by people's reactions to it. The base, etc., doesn't really warrant that extra cost. a little bit of paint blemishes on the top here where this rotates around, the odd scuff here and there. It's not going to look out of place on this figure due to that already kind of painted up battle damage, but I mean, this here could be a lot crisper, and that's sloppy paint right there. Again, almost rushed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Let me know what you think of this figure. Do you think that it's comparable to the Toy World version? It's definitely, in my opinion, better than our previous offerings at the lower end of the market, such as the Model Wizard and the AI Mech. Love that mass shifting. The alt mode definitely scales better, in my opinion, with the current Masterpiece lineup. It's a gorgeous looking figure. It's just those tweaks. It doesn't quite sit as it should, and I don't like how loose that leg, etc. was in bot mode. But other than that, it's a good looking piece, and in my opinion, very good value for money. Thanks again to TF Direct for making this review possible, and until next time, for myself and the rest of the collectibles household, thanks for watching. Goodbye.